Yeah, good ladies and gentlemen. In today's tutorial, I'm going to take you step by step on how to use all these functions in DAX. So in our former class, we have done with the basic DAX queries, which we deal with the sum, we deal with the average and maximum, minimum, and calculations, so on and so forth. Actually, so in today's tutorial, we are going to deal with the intermediate function in DAX, which we are going to be talking about the if conditions, and then we are going to solve like 5 questions based on every one of them. So if condition is to check a condition and return the different value based on true or false. So that's what C is doing. So maybe you want to set a condition, maybe it is true or false. So you can use if condition to perform that. And also we have another one which is switch. Switch is better alternative to next if. So it's alternative to if, in the sense that you evaluate the expression against a list of value and returns a matching result. So that's for the if switch functions. So we also have another one which is filter. Filter is create a filter table. So maybe like you want to create a filter in your table, you want to filter sort A to Z, or you want to sort A to 1. So you can use filter to do that. So and if you are searching for any value on your table, you can use filter to search for that value relating to what you are looking for. So also we want to talk about all tools, ignore filters, context. Maybe you have already filter your work, you can use all to remove filters and to see all your tables. Then the next one is also rank. This one is to rank the value within a table. Maybe you want to rank the value relating to your table, so you can use rank to rank your value, and you can only rank your value with the numeric value on your table. That's your KPI. So key performance indicator. So those are the ones that you can use to rank your value, which is total sale, quantity sold, unit price, and so on and so forth. The one that have a numeric value. So we also have one called related. So that related is used for value related table, in the sense that you can use related to let's say you will need to relate a multiple table in Power BI. For instance, let's say you want to find a relationship between tables. You can use related function to related table together, creating a model whereby you create a table and link it up together, which we have done in our first class. So and also we also want to look at far. So to define the variables for our data. So and also after we divide the variable, then we are going to insert our variable. Like for instance, now we want to define a variable for average sales. So you know that the average sales is what is the average of your total sales. So you can use this one to derive a table for your normal distance average sales. Then you cannot return the value if it's yes or no, something like that. So and we also have time intelligence. Time intelligence is to describe total distance. You want to define your table, and you want to make sure that we give you the accurate value based on your total sales or your distance that you are looking for. So you can use that one too as well. So those are the intermediate functions we are going to be looking at for today. So now let's go to first questions, which we are going to be answered step by step. Now the first question says that label each transaction as bulk if quantity is greater than 10, otherwise regular. So this is the first question here. You label each transaction as bulk if quantity is greater than 10, otherwise you will use it to be regular. So let's come to our work here with Power BI here. So we have already loaded our data here. So let's rename this to sales. So it's going to be sales. So after you are done renaming it, click on it. So it's going to pop up there. So and it's going to save as 6 instead of sheet 1. So after you are done, then go back to your model field. On your model field, click on your table. Let's show green. Then click on new method. So after I click on new method, based on the first question, see that the transaction that they made, if it is greater than 10, so under these things, under the quantity sold, so it's going to be bulk. But if it's lower than 10, it's going to be regular. So write bulk or regular. bulk or regular is equal to, then you are going to make use of if function. That's the first function we are going to make use of. So after you write if, then you write CS under it. That is the name of your data set. Then you open bracket and write quantity sold. So before you input this one, I want us to put the other this thing inside, so that it can be able to summon the table for us. So in the sense that here in this part, I'm going to write sum here. So then open bracket again. So you see it has brought up the table for us. Now you can write quantity sold and it's going to pop up for you. So that means you are going to sum up the quantity sold first before you find the greater, maybe it's greater or this thing with the range of 10. So we say greater than 10, comma, then you write bulk. So you indicate it with the word, the value you are looking for, which is bulk, comma, or regular. So then close the bracket. So after you are done, commit it. It's going to calculate for you under the measure here. So we have it here. So now let's go and check it on our KPI. So using card. So we want to look at maybe our quantity sold is greater than 10. So if it's greater than 10, we are going to see bulk. If it's lower than 10, we are going to see regular. So let's click on it and fill with our result. What is it showing? So it shows bulk. It's telling us that the result is lower. It's lower than 10 under the value we have for quantity sold. So now let me click on this. So I want to bold this label a little bit. You are able to see very well under the label. Let me bold it, increase it, do the size. Then I want to change the font a bit. So okay. So this is our result actually. So it's bulk. So now after you are done with this, now let's move on to the next one. So we also want to answer the next question. The next question said that tag all sales with unit price greater than 700 as premium. So if you want to tag all sales greater than 700 as premium, this is how to write your DAX query. So let's go there, click on new method. So after you click on new method, then you say premium tag. Depends on you what you are going to use. Premium tag is equal to, then you put the if functions, if open bracket. So write the average. So after you write the average, you're going to summon the table for you. So where you are looking for unit price, say that you tag all the unit prices greater than 700. So it's going to be premium. So this one is 700. After I write the 700 greater than 700, then you now put comma, then tag it premium or standard. So if it's greater than 700, it's going to bring premium. If it's lower than 700, it's going to bring standard. So let's represent this standard. Then after that, close the bracket. Then commit it. So after you commit this, it's going to show up for you here. So now let's go and view it. Maybe it's greater than 700. It's not greater than 700. We're gonna see it here now. So now we have it here. Let's delete this. Then carry this one under the premium. Right down, put there. Or just click on it. Anyone. So it's greater than 700. You can see. It's not okay. It's not greater than 700. We have it to be standard. So that shows us that the unit price average is not greater than 700, which shows us that it's standard. So we see that the tag, we say all the sales on the unit price, if it's greater than 700 as premium. So that means under the sales now, everything's on unit prices is like all the total of it is not greater than 700. So that's why we have standard as our result here. So now the next thing we are still going to do is this. We are still going to answer the next question. The next question is that return yes if the region is not, or else no. So we want to look at our region. If our region is or not, so it's going to return yes for us. But if our region, under the region column, if everything there is not, it's going to return yes for us. But if it's not, it's going to return no for us. So we want to search. We say is not region. Is not region. So that's the question. So if not is region, it's going to return yes. So if region is or not, it's going to return no for us. So since we already put is not region, so now let's write our query. It's going to be if open bracket max. So we have it to be max MAX, then open bracket again. So under this we have this says region. So you click on region. Then after you click on region, then you close the bracket and press equal to the quotation mark, not, and put the quotation mark again. Then you now say is it that yes, the quotation mark, or the quotation mark again, or no. So now after you have done this, close the bracket. So we stated this one to derive maybe the not is the region, and everything on the region is not. So, and if you are done with this, you click on it and run the queries. So you are going to see the results. Maybe everything under region is not, or you still have another thing. But mind you, under our region we still have some things there, which is north, south, and east. So I don't think it's all not. Now let's commit it. After you commit it, now we are going to see our result. Now let's go to the our report view. Then click on this one. Now click on this. See, so is it brought no? It's not region. It's a no. So under the region now, we still have some other things there, which is south, east, and west. So it's not all region, or not, I mean. So now after you are done, now let's click on new measurement again. We also want to do the next question. The next question is that identify if a sales was above the average total sales. You say we should identify if the sales was above the average total sales. For you to get if the price is above the total sales, this is what I'm going to do. Let's say above the average is, let me say sales. So if the average is above the total sales, then I'm going to look at now. So we assign a variable for average. We assign a variable for average. So which are going to use as variable. So and we say average AVG says. So then after we start average variable for AVG, then let's calculate the average first before we now get the, maybe it is above the average or is below the average of every one of the total sales. So let's calculate the average of total sales first. So the average of total sales is going to be, after we do this, then we write equal to, already put equal to, then write average, then average sales, then click on total sales, then close the bracket. So then after that, we will now say that return if the average no, it has not calculated finish now. So now if the average open bracket total sales is greater than average AVG sales, is greater than AVG sales, which I have assigned as a variable, then you put comma, then I say that if it's above, so we are going to see above average AVG. So if it's not above, we are going to see below AVG. So right below AVG. So then after you are done with this, then close your bracket. So then you assign the variable, commit it here. So after you commit it, it's going to work. So we have our variable here. Now let's go and view it. Maybe total sales, average of total sales is greater than the normal total sales. So we want to look at it. So average of total sales, according to the question, let me show you. It said that average sales was above the average total sales. So we want to look at it. So the sales gone. We want to look at it. Maybe it's above, it's higher than average total sales. So which is not, I don't think it's possible. Let's check our answer. Let's check our answer here. Commit it. Now let's check. So you see, it's below the average. It's below the average. So that's so that the sale is below the average. It's not higher than the normal. It's not higher than the average of total sales. So it's below the average. So that is our result. Now let's move on to the next questions in our list. So we have the last one for the if functions that is a flag transaction by Bob where total sales exceed 10,000. So a flag transaction by Bob where total sales exceed 10,000. So if we want to do this, we want to flag the sales transaction under the Bob. So if it's above 10,000, now say Bob public sales. So now is equal to if open bracket max. So then you now say save. So I'm deciding this through the normal this thing we are getting. So if we are looking for above here, we now see stays of open bracket total. So that would be total. No, they say that we should find Bob Big. So and the Bob Big is the name under the sales rep. Bob Big is the name under the sales rep. So then after you identify that, then open the bracket and say equal to. You now put the quotation mark and write the name out, the name of the person, which is Bob. Then put the ampersand twice, sum it together. So and after that you now look for the sales, maybe it's above it. Under the total sales, sum the total sales, close the bracket. Now we now find this is greater than 10,000, comma. So greater than we have yes. It's not greater than, we have to be no. So then let's commit this and see what it's going to give us. So now we have the Bob here. Bob says there. So we want to look at it. So according to our question, it's a flag transaction by Bob where total sales exceed 10,000. So we want to look at the one that exceed 10,000 under the Bob. So under the Bob sales. So now after we have done this, now let's come here under this one. Then click on this. We want to look at the Bob sales. So we found out that Bob sales is not exceed 10,000. It's lower than 10,000. So under Bob sales, under the sales rep. So found out that it's not exceed 10,000. It's lower than 10,000. And our answer is what? Is giving us no. So as simple as that. So now after you are done with that, we also want to go to the next sections. So please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel as you are watching, so for more content like this. So the next one is also you want to look at the switch functions. So when I'm talking about switch, I already told you before. So we want to answer 5 questions on that one too. So the first question is say that assign numeric code to each region. They assign numerics to each region. So we want to assign the numerics to each region. Click on new method. So after I click on new method, then now let's say region code is equal to, so we want to look at the region code now. So region code is switch open bracket. So then for the switch, put maximum inside, then it says sales open bracket region. So I have it under the region now. So the region, then you close the bracket, comma. So not should be one, not should be one. So comma. Then after that, not should be one. After that, we now assign another variable for south, and south is going to be 2. South command 2, comma. Then next one is going to be east. So we say east, put the question mark, east open bracket, command 3. So now for the last one, it's going to be west. You assign the code for it, so and you will put 4 there, then you close bracket and commit this. After you commit it, it's going to come up here. So for region code, so we have it there now. So now after you are done, let's click on it and fill the code. So for the region code, so we have 4 region code in our data set. So assign for every one of it. So we have seen that it's 4 code that we have there, counting it for us. So as simple as that. So which is north, which is south, which is east, which is west. So that's it. So now we have assigned code for our normal distance. So then the next question says that categorize product laptop. Is it categorize product laptop or smartphone, electronics, and other accessories? So we want to categorize every one of them. Laptop or smartphone is equal to electronics, or other is equal to accessories. So we want to categorize the product that laptop and smartphone is electronics, others is equal to accessories. So how can you categorize it? So now if you have this kind of question, so this is what we are going to do. Click on new method, then we are going to categorize the product types. We say product type, product types is equal to. So now under the product type, we say switch. We are still going to use switch because that's where we are. Switch open bracket true. So open bracket true. So inside you put the comma, then now we are going to have max. So the maximum, then you have to say because you are looking for the sales, order the accessories, which are going to be product. So the product then is equal to, then you now assign it, which is laptop quotation mark. So put two and this thing there, So after I put the two, then you now say max inside the bracket. Then you now say sales product under the product. So then sales product, you close the bracket. So and then you now assign another variable for smartphone again. We have done for a laptop. So smartphone. Then now we close that. Then we say that all of it, both of it, will now become electronics. So all it will be electronics. So then you put the quotation mark and put comma. So and then after you assign them to be electronics, you are still going to use other this thing to be accessories. So don't forget that you say accessories. An accessory is going to be for others. So every other thing is going to be accessories. So now then after you are done with this, close your bracket, then commit it. So you have to product type with this. The reason why I bring it is because I not put the quotation mark here. So let me put the quotation mark at the back and commit it again. So you see that it works perfectly now. So now go to data view here, then click on this code, then click on product type. So you see that all the product here, all accessories, according to the questions, you see that it's a categorize product, laptop or smartphone to be electronics, and others is going to be what? Accessories. So and we have categorized laptop or smartphone to be electronics, so others should be what? Accessories. So that means it's others that we have in our list under the product. So no, nothing like laptop and what do you call it? Nothing like laptop and smartphone. So under it, so it's only the others that we have the list there. So now we have the product type to be accessories. So and if you have others is going to be what? Accessories. So if it's smartphone and this thing that we have only smartphone and then what is it? Only smartphone and laptop. So it's going to be electronics. And if you have others too among it's going to be accessories. That means it's not only smartphone and laptop that is in the list under the product. We still have others there. Others, that's why it brought accessory for us. We still have some other products that is inside the product column. So as simple as that. So now after you are done with this, now let's go to the next question. The next question says that return sales rep rating Alice A, and then Bob is going to be B, etc. So now we want to rate our listing using switch. So after you are done, click on new method. So now you now see that the sales rep rating. So sales rep rating. Sales rep rating is equal to, then you now say switch. Under this is a switch, then open bracket, then we have max. Then inside the max, so that will be sales rep. Sales rep. So now we have the sales rep. So now we want to assign each for every one of them. We want to rank it. So what we are going to do now is that we now started ranking them one by one. We say number 1, Alice. Alice is going to be Alice, so we rank Alice to be A. So now, then the next one is also what? Bob. So we have Bob to be B. We have Bob to be B. So don't forget to put the question mark there too. So now, then we also have another one. Let's say Charlie. Charlie is going to be C. Charlie is going to be C. And so on and so forth. You assign them. So and all of them, they will follow. So their first letter. Then the next one is Diana. Let's say Diana. We also have Diana too in our list. Say Diana. Diana is going to be what? D. So instead of you writing Diana, what you are going to use is D. So then we also have another one, which is Ethan. 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 Let's assign that one to be B2. So now we also have another one, which is going to be Fiona. So and Fiona is going to be for what? Going to be for F. So you can assign it as much as you want, So after you are done, then now close the bracket, then now commit it. You can assign it up. So like that. So you come to this under this data view. As you wrote this one, Alice A, Bob, Unicorn A, B. So and everything. I will assign everything to be under the sales rating. So now come here, click on this one, sales rating. So see, sales rating is how many? Under the sales rating, we have the comment. We say that return sales rating Alice equal to A, B, B, etc. So we have created the rating for each every one of them. Okay? So and the rating for what you have done so far, you can see that it has brought the for us. That is sales rating. You have Diana for the most person that says the most among all of them. So and that is all. So now we are done with this. That's how to create a rating. So for the next question, the question said that create a tire for total sales, maybe lower or medium or technical. So we want to create a tire for total sales, maybe it's low or medium or high. So what we are going to do is this: come here and now write your DAX. It says sales tire. Sales tire is equal to what? Is equal to switch. So we are going to make use of switch again. So now under this one, we say open bracket true. Don't forget. So now after you open the bracket, write true, highlight true, then write comma, then you now have sum the bracket together of the sales total sales. So then after you sum the total sales, then you now find maybe it's greater than this, open bracket, greater than, okay, less than, because that's what the question says. There's less than 1,000. So if it's less than 1,000, it's going to be indicate that it's low. If it's higher than 1,000, it's going to be indicate that it's higher. So comma, then we also have another one here. So we now say that if it's greater than this, so now say sum, want to sum this, sum, comma, sum, open bracket, says Notice why it's not bringing this, because I not put the quotation mark here. So that's why. So write sum now. So then under the sum write 6. That 6. So under that 6, close the bracket and put the comma to greater than 2000. So we also want to find maybe it's less than 2000. I mean, so 2000 comma, then if it's less than 2000, it's going to be what? Because this question here, you have to be what? Median, right? So it's going to be median. It's going to be median, comma. Then if it's low, if it's higher than it, it's going to be high. So you have to be high. Then assign the variable. Next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to click on this, commit it. So after you commit it, it says test has been calculated for us. So and based on our question, say that create a choice, maybe low, higher, and low, medium, and high. So I've done for the low, I've done for the high. So that says greater than 100 is going to be low. If it's lesser than 10,000 is going to be low. If it's also lesser than 20,000 is going to be medium. So otherwise it's going to be high. So as simple as that. So after you are done with it, now commit it. Now go back to, so want to look at it, maybe it's lower or higher. So it says test. Now click on this, check. So it's higher. It's higher than that, so we have it to be this. Is it the reason why I brought this one? Because my letter here, what I use to represent it is bigger I. So that's it. That's changed to small I. So it's higher. It's higher. As simple as that. So that means our sales tier is what is higher. So now, if you are going to also, let's look at the next question. Next question says that return weekend or weekday based on date. Return weekend or weekday based on date. Yeah, this part I want us to be practical as you can. So this one is not hard actually. So if you want to get the week type. So week type. Let's say week type is equal to. So are you going to make sure switch? So you say switch open bracket weekday. So and under the weekday you have this to be maximum. Then now says date. Click on date here. Are you following? Then now close the bracket twice, comma. So now, then after that you assign this one to be 1. So if it is weekend, you assign the variable to be 7. So weekend is going to be 7 now. So week 7. Then after that we also have another one again. Say comma, then say weekend. Assign that one too. So based on our question, so here we have to say return weekend or weekday based on date. So each the date is going to be giving you, if the date is what do you call it? If the date is weekday, like 1 among of the day, so it's going to be 1. But if your date is extended to like a week, it's going to give you weekend. Do you understand? But if it's not up to 7 days, so if your date is not up to 7 days, it's going to give you only weekday. So do you understand? So if it's not giving you weekend, that means your date is not up to week, so it's only the weekday. So now you have this week, then you now identify it. So we have the weekend 7, then weekend, comma, we put the apostrophe there, then comma, then we now assign the other one to be weekday. Say weekend or weekday. Then after you are done, close the bracket, then commit it. So other than that, we have our result here. So now under this one, let me click on it. So week type, click on it. So it's weekday. So that means our date, all the dates that we have is weekday. It's not extended than 7 days. So it's only one date that we have. It's not extended than 7 days. It's all of the dates that we have is weekday. So as simple as that. Now let's go to new another month. So we are going to be dealing with filter. So and under filter we have how many questions? We have 5 questions too as well. So the first question says that calculate sales where quantity sold is greater than 15. So it says calculate sales where quantity sold is greater than 15. So how can you do that? And I told us that filter is to do any calculation related to sorting or something like that. So if you want to get the sales greater than 15, so this is what I'm going to do. Quantity sold, let's say total question, total sales greater than 15. So now say that is equal to, so it will calculate. You use calculate first, then you now sum your total sales. It says open bracket total sales. Then after that close the bracket, say comma. Then here we have to filter it. So let's filter the filter. Open bracket sales first, comma. Then you now say sales under the quantity sold. So that will be quantity sold. So then quantity sold, you now say that it is greater than 15. So greater than 15 now, we assign it. Now look at it based on our question. So we say that the calculate total sales where quantity sold is greater than 15. That's what we are going to find out. So the quantity that is greater than 15 is what we are going to search for. So if it's not greater than, it's not going to bring that one up. So it's only one that the quantity that is greater than 15 that is going to identify for us, this out for us. So now let's commit it. So we have done that. Now let's go and look for the quantity that is greater than 15 in our data set. So let's come here. Quantity is greater than 15. Quantity is greater than 15. So this is it. So the quantity told greater than 15 is this. We have our answers. So be 1.07 million. So the quantity that is greater than 15 is add everything together. All the quantities that are greater than 15, add them together, and we have this total for every one of them. So we have 1.07 million of total sales that is greater than 15 upward. Add everything. So assuming you are using filter now, for it you are still going to see there. But if you want to use filter, you come here under the filter view. So I'm going to see all. So add filter field there. So let me add this to filter. See what it's going to show. So this is the filter. Lesser than on. So see the filter field. Under the quantity sold. So that's how to get it. So now we have this one here. Let me add this one here. See what's going to do. So it's still not going to show here, but I already done the needful. So what we are going to do now is that let me check. Let me go back to our model here. So we are getting our total for each every one of them. So now the next thing we are going to do is that we are going to answer the next question. The next question says that find the average unit price for above 8,000. Average unit price for above and says above 8,000. How can you get that? So how can you get the average unit price for sales that is above 8,000? So for us to get this, we also have to do the calculations accordingly too. But if you have this kind of questions, I want you to always be proactive and also know what you are looking for. This total sales here, you see that the unit price for sales is above 8,000. That means you first sum the what? The sales, everything on the unit price, you add it together. So we now find the average of the what? Average of the unit price. The average of the unit price. After you get the average of the unit price, now compare it. Maybe it's greater than 8,000 or it's lower than 8,000. So as simple as that. So now what we are going to do is that we'll let me do the calculation here. Come here to this part, click on name method. So then we now have to average the average price. The average price greater than 8,000. So now sales is equal to average greater than 8,000 sales is equal to calculate. So we say calculate average first. Average of sales. Average of sales unit price. So because that's the question. So after you calculate the average of sales unit price, then you now filter it. Say filter. You first calculate the average first, then you filter sales, comma, that says comma. So then you now put that it says under the total sales, total sales yeah. So now then you now say that it's greater than 8,000. So then you now close the bracket twice. So we want to commit this now to see the average price that's under the average price, under the unit price that is greater than 8,000. So we click on this now. So we have our this thing here. So now let's go to this part and check. So let's find the average. So the average, the one that is greater than this is this. This is the total. So the average price greater than 8,000 under the unit price is this. So these are the list. These are the list of everything. So now we have this. The average price greater than 8,000 is 78.21. So and that's the total for every one of the average price that's greater than 8,000. So now let's go to the model field again and then calculate the method under the Diana. We want to look for the question that we have there. Say that we say count number of transactions by Diana in January. So we want to count the number of transactions by Diana in January. So if you want to count the transaction that Diana makes on January, so you say Diana January count. So the January count is going to be equal to, say, calculate open bracket, count down. Count rows, then put the says, comma. So after we put the says, I want us to close first. Count says, comma. Then we also want to filter. Say filter open bracket says. Open bracket says, then you put comma, then now says open bracket and says rep, because the name of the ANA is under the says rep. So we search for the says rep. Then if we get the says rep, now say that the says rep is equal to what? Equal to the ANA. So that's the name I'm looking for. The ANA. So, and if you already put down there, use upper sound to indicate that is the month you are looking for. Look, is the month says of the ANA. So I have the month says open bracket date. Open bracket date. Then close the bracket. Then you assign the variable to the one. So now after you are done with this, now close the bracket twice and commit it. So we have the ANA count. The ANA count is the ANA. It's not the ANA. So let me commit again. The ANA count. The ANA January count. So and the ANA January count, say the count the number of transactions by ANA in January. So the ANA January transaction count for the month of January is this. Let me on this. Let's find the count that he made. So January he counted 52. So he counted 52 transactions for January. So we have 52 transactions made by Diana in January. So as simple as that. Now let's go to another question. Next question says that sum of total sales where product is monitor and region is east. So say sum of total sales where product is monitor and region is what? East. So we want to get the sum of total sales where product is what? Monitor and the region is what? East. So how can you get that? Click on new method. After you click new method, so write east monitor says east monitor says. So we want to find the east monitor. So every one of them say calculate. First calculate the what? The sum of what? Of the states. So now for the total sales, click on the total sales first, then open bracket and put the comma. So now after you are done, now filter. They filter the sales under this sales comma. Then now sales without the name. So sales under what? Because the name of disability, the east is under what? Region actually, but you are going to make use of the sales we are using product there. So let me use product open bracket plus product. So then we want to filter the product, and then the product is going to be what? Is it that monitor or monitor, comma, monitor is so they put the same ampersand, the two ampersand I mean. So after I put the two ampersand, we have this region. So don't forget the name, this east is under what? Under region. So after you are done, close the bracket, then now press equal to what? That's the place where we are looking for is what? East. We want it to be indicated by east. So now after you input the east, then you close the bracket. Close the bracket like this. Then after you are done, close it twice. Then commit it. We have the east monitor. This monitor for the stage. So and then this monitor stage is a sum of the total stage where product is monitor and the region so is east. So we want to look for the region, the sum of the region where it is east. So and also we want to look for the sum of the total sales where the monitor is where the product is monitor and where the region is east. So here in the product we are focusing on monitor, and in the region we are focusing on the east. So now let's look at their value. So now we come here under the table, then you click on this one, click on this, then you click on monitor, this monitor. This is the value that they have there. So this monitor says this monitor says is 149.54. So any monitor under east, so add everything together, give us this data. So this is the east monitor says. Thank you so much. So now let's go there to another questions. Please like and subscribe to this channel so that we're able to watch more videos like this. So for the next question, see that it says filter out sales less than 2,000 and calculate their count. So we want to filter out sales less than 2,000 and calculate their count. So what we are going to do here is that we are going to filter the sales less than 20. After you fix then now calculate the account. So now let's go there. It says low sales. Low sales count. Low sales count is equal to calculate open bracket count row. So count row equal to 6. So I want to close the bracket and put the comma. So and order this one, you now go and filter it. Filtered open bracket says comma, then write says again. That says, then we now assign maybe it's greater than 2,000 that we are looking for 2,000, then close bracket twice, then commit it. Simple as that too. So based on our question, you say that filter out says less than 2,000. So we have filter out it says less than 2,000 now. So you say that less than 2,000 going to be sorted out here. So it says less than 2,000. So low sales count. So it's 180. So it says that less than 2,000 is 180. So it has counted all the sales that is lower than 2000, and all of them is 180 in total. So now let's also do another. Let's go to next questions. So our next question is our next function that we are going to be dealing with is under the all. So we want to look at all too. So all is removing theta from the column in the entire row. So the first question is that what percentage of total sales does each region contribute? What percentage of total sales does each region contribute? So for us to get each region this percentage, so we are going to put, let me say, percentage sales by region. Percentage sales by region is going to be equal to, so for you to get the percentage, you need to make use of divide functions. So we have divide. Don't forget, we are still going to use all. Divide sum. That's what I'm going to make focus on. So divide sum, then you now open bracket. That says close bracket, comma. Then you now say calculate. The sum. So we have sum here. Open bracket. That says. Total sales, comma. So you now say all of what? All of the sales, in all the sales region, all sales region. So then after that, you assign the variable, then you close it. Close twice. Then now commit this. Set by the percentage set by region. So we want to look at the percentage set by region here. So after you are done with this now, then you already divided the total sales, and then you calculate the sum of total sales. Then you now find all the region divided by this. So find the percentage of sales region. So now come here under the report field, then click on it. So you are going to see the percentage of the sales region for every one of them, and the percentage is 1.00 for sales by region. So as simple as that. Then let's move on to the next one. Next question here is that what is the contribution of each product to overall quantity sold? What is the contribution of each product to overall quantity sold? So for us to calculate this, you click on new method. So after you click on new method, then you delete the value you have there before. Then you now represent the product. Say product quantity contribution. Product quantity contribution is equal to, so divided. One thing about all is based on the most of the time. So then we have some. Then after that, says open bracket quantity sold, then comma. Then now say calculate sum open bracket says so quantity sold. So now after you have already put the quantity sold, then you are going to find the all value that you needed for it. So, and for you to get this, what you are going to do here is that make sure that the all functions you already put. So you say that contribute have been. So under the contribution, so divided this one, the quantity sold, by the sum of this, divided the sum of the quantity sold by normal quantity sold count. So this one is what? This one here, we already have the quantity sold total. So that quantity sold divided. You will, after you the quantity sold divided, you will what? You will multiply by, you will compile it by the quantity sold sum, the adding up of the quantity sold. Then after you got that, you now multiply all by the percentage. So we are going to get the question, the answer we are looking for here based on our distance. Say that what is the contribution of each product over all quantity? Contribution of each product over all quantity. So now we have done the what you call it. We have done the basic calculation. So now we want to use all to find the value under the sales rep. So that's going to be a comma, then open bracket, comma, all, open bracket, sales. So then you close bracket twice. Then after that, you're now going to commit it. So we have the product quantity contribution. Let me comment. Then product quantity contribution is going to be here. So let me do this. So product contribution is how many? 1.00. So for all of the product quantity. So that's it. That's our answer regarding this question 2. Contribution of each product to overall quantity sold. So question 3 says show the average price of each product compared to overall average. Average price of each product, that means average price of each product. You want to compare it to overall average of everything. For us to do that, still comment. Now click on new method. That is new method. Average price versus average price versus overall average. So average price overall average is going to equal to divide open bracket average, divide open bracket average says, let's calculate the sales unit price first, comma. So then after you calculate the average of unit price, then also calculate the average of sales unit price. Click on this comma. Then after that you say all. We do it again. So we already divided it. Then we calculate the average. So now say all. All, yes, okay, yes, you are still correct. So I also want to make sure that you are getting this one is for all sales unit price. So now click on this. Now all the sales unit price, all the sales unit price for the measures of this general average. Okay, yeah, we are still on the same track. So now going to say all sales. So let me come here because of the we are dealing with all the data set now. So say all sales, then close the three brackets because it's over all sales. So it's over all sales. So now is it show the average price of each product compared to overall average. So now we have all the sales now. So we want to compare it. So and the price is only for the unit price. You know that the price is under the unit price, so it's only the price that we have under the unit price. So we are going to compare with all the sales. So now we already divided the average of unit price, then calculate the average of the unit price, then we want to look at the all price, we want to compare it. So now commit this now. So come here under the report view, then you click on this, click on average all, average price versus all price. So it's also 1.00. Average price versus all price is also 1.00. That shows that the average of one price is this. So now after that, let's go to next question. Next question says that show the average price of each product. No, the rank says, okay, question 4 says rank says represent by total sales as percentage of all sales. So rank says by total sales, the percentage of this thing. So we want to represent, okay, you say rank sales, okay, we want to rank sales rep by total sales as percentage of all sales. So we are going to rank the sales, so it's going to be in percentage of all the total sales. No, now let's click on new method. So under the new method, it says sales represent percentage rank. Sales rep percentage rank is equal to divide, open bracket, sum S1 sum open bracket says. So then under the sales we have it with this, then we say total sales, close the bracket, comma, calculate sum S1 sum says open bracket total sales, yeah, total sales, comma, then I say all total sales, comma, all sales, all sales. So now all sales, don't forget the sales rep we are going to represent by all the sales, all the normal thing. So how do you have the sales? All sales, then you have sales rep, then close bracket, twice. So now after you are done with this, let's commit this, see what's going to give us. So we have our sales rep percentage, and let me see it there. So it's here. So now let's come in and see it. Sales rep percentage. So carry it come. So and the sales rep percentage. No. Sales rep percentage is 1.002 as well. So which is 100% accurate. So now that's it. So for the next question we have that, but let's quickly go to rank. Let's quickly go to rank. So the rank, so I think I've already talked about this. So rank is to rank of value. So we say rank product by total sales. We want to rank products by total sales. This is how to go about that. So you click on this one, then click on new method. So under the new method, we want to rank products. So you say product sales rank. What's our question? Product sales rank is equal to want to rank the product by total sales. So, and to get the one that have the highest sales among them, say rank X, all sales product. Click on the name product. Then after that, put the comma. Then after I put the comma, now say that calculate the sum. Calculate the sum. Sales total. So then now close it bracket twice. So we want to rank it by sales. Want to write the product by sales. Now let's look at it. So that's been ranked. So and now you can fill the highest one there. So product by sales. Product by sales. So product sales rank. So we have product sales rank here. So this is the formula. So now let's come here and click on it or drag it as product sales rank. Drag it inside this. The product sales rank is 1. So you have the product sales rank to be what? To be 1. So that means the product sales rank of every one of them is 1. So that's how to rank the product. And here, if you use filter, you are going to see everything in full details. So you are going to see the one that have the highest listing, the one that have the lowest listing, so on and so forth. So under this sorting. So as simple as that. So but now we are using DAX to calculate it all. So we are not using the variable distance for it. So now for the next question, we have that one to be, is it that rank sales represented by total quantity sold? So sales represented by total quantity sold. We are going to rank sales rep by total quantity sold. Sales rep by total quantity sold. So that means sales rep quantity. So that's the question. So sales quantity reps rank. So you say rank X. So all from bracket says. So then on this one, we are still going to have what do you call it? Open bracket. Then you are going to put the sales rep there inside formula. Don't forget what you are searching for is I got the sales rep. So then now say calculate the sum. Calculate the sum. Sales quantity sold. Then you commit it. After that, commit it. Then you click on this. So we have this to be this. Then now let's see. So this is the sales rep quantity sold, and that has been calculated for us. As simple as that. Sales rep quantity sold. So and you can fill them. So without wasting much time, let's go to the next question. So the next question says that rank region by average unit price. Rank region by average unit price. Just follow it like that, and you are going to do it. So and then let me touch this one. This is the last part. Okay, second to the last part. You have to what's the name? Related. So once you look at the related too, so you say add It says add question number one, add category to each product using related table. So we want to add this one now. Click on new method. Click on new method. Then we want to add the product category. So that will be product category. The product category is equal to related. Click on this related product table. So I don't know if you have already created a table product table, but you can build product table using related. So we have product table, then say category, then after that we close the bracket. So now we have done product table, categories. So we want to relate them together. So we now say that let me see. Say that doesn't exist or doesn't have relationship to any table available in the current context. So before you do this, you have to create product table first. So now we already have this one here. So what you are going to do is that under this one you are going to create new table. Click on new table here. So write product table. So product table is equal to these things. Then after you write this thing, you write this product table. Product, close the bracket. So then commit it. So you want to see the table here. So you already built the table. Now let's click on new method. We want to create the relationship now. So under this we have category, say product category. Product category is equal to related open bracket product table. Then under the product table we have the normal distance because I already created the product table. So you now see that category open bracket, close it like this. So I think we did not create table for category first. So I have to create a table for category. So I'm coming. Let's do that. It's not going to work. And the reason is that I think tables existed there before. So let me remove this out. Yes. product table. So this is the table. So let's import the category inside there instead of